The second week of the Joshlin Smith disappearance trial has officially begun, and of course there's some new interesting information that has come to light. So let's get into it. During her time on the stand, State Witness Constable Refilwe Sekobe would testify as to how she took Van Ryn and Laurentia's statements in the days following the little girl's disappearance. She had also noticed erratic behavior with both individuals. It would then be heard that both were under the influence at the time of their interviews. Laurentia was jittery, scratching at her head and arms. Van Ryn would smile at one moment, shouting in the next. During his interview, he had stated that Laurentia's boyfriend Ayanda had taken Joshlin and sold her to the local Sangoma traditional healer. Police had followed up based on that narrative, but it turned out to be a dead end. It was then on to the next state witness, Namtla Tinzi. She requested for her face not to be televised to the media for fear of community retaliation and her children seeing. Her account of events the day Joshlin went missing was then heard, and she had some pretty interesting things to say. She had arrived home from work at around 5 p.m. when she was approached by Kelly, who was looking for the little girl. After checking the local park and wondering whether to check Joshlin's uncle's home, an idea which Butter dismissed, the group had continued their search. Soon after, the search party came across a child who claimed to have seen Joshlin with some boys. They were then directed to a home on Peter Makaba Street. Kelly entered the home alone. 20 minutes later, she had still not emerged, and at this point, Tinzi, worried that load shedding would begin at 10 p.m., asked her what was taking so long. Kelly had nonchalantly replied that she was charging her phone, which Tinzi found a bit strange given the situation. You know, her daughter was missing. Nevertheless, a few minutes later, Kelly emerged, stating that the occupants of the home had actually not seen Joshlin. Shortly after, the police were called. Oddly, Kelly had shown them a picture that did not even include the child when they asked to see what Joshlin looked like. After her testimony, Natasha Andrews, the woman who fostered Joshlin for a period of time, would testify. Natasha had known Kelly for 20 years and regularly helped out with the little girl after Kelly had left her at her home multiple times. Natasha mentioned wanting to adopt the little girl back in 2018 when she was just a baby, but her parents, Kelly and Jose, did not consent. Joshlin would, however, go on to spend much time with Natasha and her family though. For example, every single school holiday, including the December-January one, just a month before her disappearance. She always remained concerned about the little girl as she felt that she lacked stability at home. She did, however, state at the end of her testimony that she believed Kelly to be a good mother with a strong relationship with her children. Then the next witness took the stand, bringing Kelly to tears. Elderly Colleen Seches would state that in her 4 years of knowing Kelly, she was a good mother, even though she suffered a lot. Kelly provided casual domestic work for her daughter, also named Kelly, and helped her out around the house in exchange for food for her children and some spare change. It was her home that Kelly was working in on the day of Joshlin's disappearance. It was also heard that Kelly has been on antidepressants since Joshlin went missing. So that's day 6 in a nutshell, and the trial continues tomorrow. You know the drill though, keep your eyes on my feed and I'll be sure to keep you in the loop. Till the next one, Bella out.